same time. I personally, in my Domspiracy, believe that it may have switched back and forth, and you may not get both.
They just
and they
announced
may
today.
even let me finish my Domspiracy, please, Joe.
Yeah, but it's already irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant.
It is.
Isn't she lovely?
Whereas they may not have
Isn't she
planned.
precious?
Perp, please. Where they may have not like just come from a Mandalorian movie just because of the Rey reception. They very well could say, you know what, we were thinking about turning into movie. Let's turn into movie based on perception. And I don't think you're going to get season 4 and the movie filmed at the same time. Mic drop.
Yes,
that's my Domspiracy.
I
doubt it.
They just announced today that season 4 is going to consist of 6 episodes, then be followed by the movie, which is going to serve as a series finale.
We'll wait and see till when they start filming. Lucasfilm does this all the time. The Hollywood industry does this all the time, is they change things back and forth formats. We'll see if season 4, remember, Dom, help me out here. When's the last time a Star Wars movie's actually filmed? It's been like how many years?
To say was the last one was that came out in 2009. Look,
to say Lucasfilm is on track under Kathy Kennedy to all of a sudden have the Rey movie filming, the Mandalorian movie filming, and season 4 at the same time, and then start Ahsoka soon, I'll believe it when I see it, and then I will give. I don't know if I can give Kathy
I
try.
Hold on.
I will try.
I just want to know, where was all this hate between the original? I'm talking about the time between the original trilogy to the prequel trilogy. How many years between the prequel trilogies to the sequel trilogies? How many years?
30.
All of a sudden, you want these movies $40
billion or $4
all
billion
of a sudden, you want these movies and projects rushed out.
It's sadder than that. It's sadder than that, Brucifer. This man was saying that Star Wars needs to take its time with its storytelling, and that it was too much. They were pumping stuff. So it's even sadder than that. Now that they are taking their time, now that they're actually taking their time with the story, now he's complaining about that.
It wasn't organic.
The one thing I can honestly say,
they were announcing stuff. They all fell through.
Look, this was my problem with the Rey movie. It wasn't because this woman who was directing it and stuff like that, because all that stuff took place so that she said 8 years ago in different things. My thing was that you had a woman that had no experience in making a Star Wars flick. All she did was documentaries. That's one. Two,
what about JJ?
Wait, listen. Well, JJ's did science fiction. I'm talking about people who have actually done science fiction. She has never did it directly.
Wait, you moved the goalposts. They went from being Star Wars to being science fiction.
No, wait, listen, but wait, let me tell you something.
You know what he's saying. Be fair, Bruce.
The one thing I can say is that Disney was making a mistake. Since the Rise of Skywalker, it made $1 billion. It wasn't good. And you're going to make a movie that takes place with the sequel trilogy right after a movie back in 2019 that we had a lot of problems, people complaining about. That's the problem. They should have waited. Take your time doing a Rey movie. 15 years and get a woman that has some type of. Patty Jenkins could have did.
No, stop that. Patty Jenkins.
I'm sorry.
Nowhere near anything if she's going to write it.
She has movie director under her belt. Look,
you don't need experience.
No,
you don't need experience.
With Star Wars, yes.
No, because nobody has experience until they make the movie.
Not true.
All I know is if you walk down the street and ask 1,000 people, did you know there's going to be another Rey Skywalker movie? 999 of them would say, "What the fuck's a Rey Skywalker?"
Except for the girls that cosplaying at Comic-Con.
Most people don't even know that there's going to be a movie, let alone any controversy around anything.
That's part is true. I think people would know Rey Skywalker.
They would know. I'm saying another Rey Skywalker movie. It's hyperbole, but the thing is, it's a very small sector of people that are worked up about everything that's going on.
Honestly, the majority of people probably just assume there's going to be another Rey movie because to not make another Rey movie doesn't make any business sense.
What is AOA doing? I never said I love creative women, and I was defending I was defending.
I know. Apparently, we got a quote of you saying something. If we could bring
all he said, and people are jumping down his throat. All he said was she doesn't have the history for blockbusters. Now, I went back and watched the documentary, and she is a really great director. I'm not sure if it's going to translate to that.
Exactly. I'm saying she has documentaries.
But it's really well done.
A handful of episodes of Miss Marvel.
Wrong, Lord Brooklyn. Wrong.
But again, when these people go in to direct, it's not in a vacuum. They put 40 fucking network fucking Disney people around them. How many assistants are they going to have? And
I agree with Joe.
They're going to have a shit ton of people around them that are going to do the heavy lifting of the shit that's not within her wheelhouse. Yeah, I'm not going to say it's going to be good, but I'm just saying she'll have people around her. So whether she has experience or not, there'll be people there that will carry
I would prefer a director, because there are people that actively say, directors that have handled big blockbuster movies that want to direct Star Wars, that I don't think they're being considered.
They have. How do you know that? Look how that turned out, Max.
Like what? Like, okay, for example, the guy from John Wick. You don't think the guy from John Wick could get a meeting?
Ryan Johnson and J.J. Abrams, not big names.
No. Yes,
I got meetings with freaking Disney for Star Wars.
Star Wars movie, yes. All these people that they refuse to have. That's the problem.
I'm happy with the writer. So if they had chosen someone else for a writer,
I don't think Kathy.
Hold on, one at a time, please.
Oh, okay. To answer Perp's question, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over anyone. To answer Perp's question, I do not think Kathy Kennedy reached out to Chad Stahelski.
Because that's not her job. Of course she didn't, but someone from Lucasfilm
creative, but I think Feige would say, let's talk. That's the difference with a good creative president. That I honestly believe
Kathleen
that. I have nothing to prove that.
That's not her job. She wouldn't reach out anyway.
Why would you not?
Whoever's doing that job needs to get fired.
The guy just said in social media, John Wick, I would like to do a Star Wars film, and now you're assuming that they're not letting him? Why?
No, I didn't say let. Did I say let him? I said I don't even think she reached out to him, which I think is
okay. Why?
Because
why would you think that?
Director that's his movies are extremely profitable.
They meet with everyone. I'm telling you, they meet with everyone.
That's one of the things. Besides,
hold on one second. Degrassi has a good point. What about the writers? Nobody cares about the writers. Never wrote a Star Wars movie. What about that? No experience with Star Wars. What about him?
I don't know. I'm always more concerned about the writer than I am anyone else.
It was based on women that actually created Star Wars. So to have the first woman to direct Star Wars, it's just the way they put things out. And look, I'll tell you what. Right now,
it's true. It's the worst. It's the first woman to direct a Star Wars movie. That is true.
If she puts out a fantastic movie, I will wear a shirt that says "The Force is female," and I will love Kathleen Kennedy. I say it here now. That movie comes out,
I'm going to buy everyone in this panel that shirt.
I will wear it.
Charmaine is
DL, would you wear that shirt?
The person who should be directing this movie.
If she makes a great movie, then sure, maybe
I'll wear it without her.
Pilate, would you wear that shirt if I buy it for you? If the Rey movie ends up great,
we know that Dave Filoni has never directed a movie, but he did Star Wars. He knows Star Wars. That's the thing.
But again, why are we even talking about, oh my God, it's so great, the diverse female director. Does that even matter? Should it just be about who's
people got mad at that fact
making a good movie? Yeah, because I don't hear anybody talking about Anna Boden is the first female MCU director.
It's a preference, Perp. We've had this
what was the marketing
debate before. The preference is they were marketing on her and her identity.
Who's they?
We've
one news segment
too. One
news segment.
Lucasfilm and Kathy Kennedy go through and line up these.
What are we talking about?
These articles and interviews.
I don't know.
Yes,
I hear words, but I don't even know.
It's one news segment
How come no one will let me finish? Please
go ahead.
So yes, it's possible that it was her on her own. Regardless, the marketing consists of her talking about herself and being a woman. It's about time, and I'm okay with that. I'm just saying that is the marketing.
Are you talking about the Rey movie?
Yes, the director came out.
There is no marketing.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
It was a news segment.
Oh my God, it's still marketing.
Okay, it's not marketing.
Is that it? Is that the one thing you're talking about? Is one news segment correct? Yes or no?
Kathy.
Is there you only talking about one news segment? Yes or no?
To her outlets,
I can't get a yes or no.
Multiple segments. CNN, yes, it's on CNN.
It's only one news segment you're talking about, right?
Hold on. Go ahead, DL.
Yeah, I just want to talk about the Dave Filoni thing before we go completely off the rails. I didn't have a chance.
Before we go off the rails.
I mean, we already did. We already did. I'm sorry, but yeah. So I'm glad to hear that the Filoni movie is still happening, if it's still happening, because I don't believe any Star Wars movie is happening until I see production or a trailer. But I'm hoping with Ahsoka season 2 that Filoni will start to get a little more comfortable being behind the camera. If that's what he's going to work on right after Ahsoka, because I still am seeing some things that he can improve on as far as being a director. But
take some time off from trying to find the Ark of the Covenant.
People don't even let me finish my thought. Thank you, DL. I'm sorry, but that's the marketing. But some people's preference is that they talk about the property and the franchise and say why we need a Rey movie. So people prefer
we need a Rey movie.
No, it's not obvious to everyone.
When is Perp allowed to cook?
It's obvious to anyone who knows how money works.
I'm hungry. Can I cook now?
I don't know.
I didn't even preheat the oven yet.
I'm hungry.
My masculinity. Good.
I just want to know, Max. Okay, so this marketing, we're talking about one new segment, right, Max?
Let Perp go.
Okay, I'm going to ask Max questions. That's it. Okay, you're going to talk too, Max, and me talking. Okay, so we're talking about one new segment, and you mean marketing, correct?
He was still talking about Ahsoka too.
The marketing in 2024 so far,
which is one new segment. Movie, and what are we talking about with marketing? Give me the examples specifically.
If you, let me hold on. Let me preface this with: it was a puff piece by CNN on New Year's Eve,
and that's
this
it.
Interview had. So go ahead.
Okay, that's it, right? Correct, Max?
Still marketing, yes.
Okay, yes, I agree. I agree. It is marketing.
And Kathy,
you won't let me. I thought it was my turn.
You didn't.
I'm asking you questions, and you just have to say yes or no. And you just have to say yes or no. It's my turn.
No, I'm not playing that game.
Oh, okay. It was my turn.
Yes, it was one piece so far. We'll see what the next piece of marketing is. Sure. And I still believe Kathy and Lucasfilm Marketing is involved in that.
And in this one piece, okay, so in this one piece, which was a new segment, is it not fact that this is the first woman to direct a Star Wars film? Yes or no?
I've said this multiple times.
It's a fact, yes.
A film, correct? Yes. To direct Star Wars, no.
So that was what's said in the news segment. They said first woman to direct Star Wars.
And I don't have a problem with that.
So what's the problem? You do?
So,
no.
It seems like you do.
You're complaining about
you sure about that?
I'm not complaining about it. I'm saying that was what the majority of the marketing so far has been.
There is no marketing.
And people's
it's a fact.
Or for people, including people that really like franchises, a lot of times prefer that they actually let's talk about Rey in the movie in Star Wars. People get annoyed with people talking about themselves in situations in this, that's people's
It's a fact that the news it's a simple fact that the news put in their little lettering when giving context to the interview they're giving.
Just let me tell you this. It doesn't bother me personally. Now I would prefer they talk more about the movie and why they're bringing Rey back and why this is going to be the next Star Wars.
They're working on it.
But to be blocking off this large part of the consumer base, whether you think it's
blocking off by saying
that there's no controversy. By saying that there's no controversy is not accurate, because a lot of people were, and it was trending that people were like, "Oh, this again." We've heard this before.
After this, because people get mad at that fact. That's what it is.
Hold on. We're gonna have one more.
I'm sorry for them. I'm sorry you get mad.
One more statement from Perp and Max. Then we're moving on from this subject.
Sorry,
please.
Bruce. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got to go in a minute. So
you're driving Talati away, guys.
Wow, this party was just getting started.
I'm surprised the viewership is not going there.
I apologize.
Anybody has any final thoughts?
I apologize to the panel.
I didn't even finish my thought, but it's okay.
Go ahead,
Diallo. Finish your thing, Diallo. I want to hear what you were going to say.
Okay.
Good.
Where was I? Okay.
You were talking about Ahsoka 2.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that Filoni gets better as a director by the time we get to his movie, because I know he's going to work on it right after Ahsoka 2. So hopefully in Ahsoka 2 that he's gotten better as far as filmmaking wise. Now, as far as we don't barely know anything about the Mandoverse movie other than I don't know. It's going to be I don't know. Is it going to be a culmination of everything? I don't know. I'm guessing it's going to do the whole Thrawn stuff again. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just hoping, and it'll be when we get to that point, the pieces will align and whatever, and we'll see how the Mandalorian movie possibly leads into it. If it does, I don't know, but that's probably the Mandoverse movie is probably the movie I'm looking forward to the most out of the stuff that they announced recently. But we'll see how it goes.
I just hope they don't shortchange the movie. Is going to be a 2-hour movie. It's going to be an hour movie. It's going to be how are they going to do it? The budget on it. I hope they don't because it's going to be It's going to be the season of the series finale from Mando season 4. So is it going to have a lot more tangibles to it than the series itself? Look, we don't know. We all fight about things this and that. We don't know what the hell's going on. It's always changing in Lucasfilm. Always changing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or it's like I believe a movie's coming out until we
see the trailer and it comes out.
Trailer. Yeah.
Look, even I'm saying we bitch and complain about everything that's going on. We don't even know what the hell is going on.
We don't.
Only those guys over there at Lucasfilm know what's going on. When we see something in front of us, that's when we say, "Oh shit, it's coming out." That's it. End of story. It's just because there's a lot of situations, a lot of tangibles that go along with it, because there is a lot to take in because of what somebody says. It gets misinterpreted to something else, and it makes a whole can of worms come out. And even I'm saying this. We're too old for this shit. When the movie comes out, we'll see it. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. And I will tell you this. And again, if the Rey movie turns out to be a good movie, I will wear the Force's female shirt and I would praise Kathleen Kennedy. And I will stop the shenanigans of that. Let's just move on. Let's go to the next segment. Star Wars is
before we move on, I just wanted to show this. People refer to Force's female thing and blah blah blah.
It's Nike.
I'll wear that shirt right now. I don't care.
Wait, what happened? Oh, sorry.
Perp didn't offer to buy me one.
I said I would win on the panel. I'm already wearing one.
Force's female is actually a Nike's ad campaign that happened, and they just happened to be wearing the shirts during a meet and greet for young women to learn about filmmaking and want to get into industry. It wasn't something that was purposefully done by Disney that made men hate each other.
No. Why'd you ruin it? No, I was hoping Kathleen Kennedy did this shit. No.
Well, the whole fact is that it's actually Lucasfilm is part of the Force is female. That Nike in partnership with Lucasfilm.
Yeah, to be fair, even though Bruce had a point, Dom also has a point. If you don't think Star Wars and Lucasfilm had anything to do with that promotion at Nike, you're also naive.
What?
Yes. Promotion with their IP? Yes. Oh, you just think she just showed up because Nike was already doing it and there was no communication ahead of time about the Force's female?
I'm saying Nike's original campaign had nothing to do with Star Wars or Kathleen Kennedy.
The Force is saying Force is female, had nothing to do with Star Wars.
You ever heard of Air Force Ones? Yeah. Uptowns?
No.
Exactly. You're not a Nike guy.
The Force. There's a ship.
That's the name of the sneaker called Air Force Ones. They've been around for decades. That's where it comes from.
My parents bought me cheap shoes, and you've just exposed that.
Yo, you got those pro catch.
Poor Max was wearing hush puppies.
Christopher Bait operator. This guy's losing his mind in chat.
You've got to be.
Yo, you need to come to my channel, bro. I think you'll be at home.
Paid operative confirmed.
Listen, you should be happy.
Brooklyn, you should come to my channel. You really like my channel, I think.
Kennedy Pig.
Y'all should come to my channel because there's no BS.
One more thing about this. We should be happy. We're getting 3 movies.
Yep.
Supposedly. We're getting Ahsoka season 2. Supposedly. We're getting more animated stuff. We might be getting a what if series they're talking about. That might be
that I'm excited about.
That'd be interesting.
You know what? Let's just take what it is.
One of them is going to be rated R.
Wow, 2024 Dom is super positive.
And
Disney will not make a rated R.
It's going to be fun. You'll have Star Wars Celebration next year.
They will have Deadpool
in Japan, and they'll talk about a lot of upcoming projects. And we'll be happy. That's it.
I want to give Dom some applause.
Hotness will be in.